When I got home from work that evening, the first thing I noticed was her voice coming from the living room. She was on the phone, laughing, completely unaware that I had walked in. I paused for a moment, just listening. Then I caught the words that made my stomach twist. He's basically my ex. He just pays the bills. The smirk in her voice hit me like a slap. For months, I had sensed something was off between us. She had become distant, secretive with her phone, always too tired to spend time together. I had chalked it up to stress or just a rough patch. But hearing her talk about me like I was nothing more than a source of money, that was a whole different kind of pain. Anger rose in my chest, but I forced myself to stay calm. I stepped quietly into the living room. She didn't notice me until I spoke. "Who's basically your ex?" I asked, my voice even but sharp. She froze, phone still in her hand, eyes wide like a deer caught in headlights. It's not what you think," she stammered, but I had already seen enough. I walked over, picked up my laptop from the coffee table, and opened a few tabs. For weeks, I had been getting ready for this moment. Not because I knew for sure, but because I wanted to be prepared if my suspicions were true. Bank accounts, joint bills, car insurance, one by one. I started cutting any financial link between us. She watched in shock. "What are you doing?" she demanded, her voice rising. I didn't look at her. "No more benefits. You wanted to pay the bills while you act like I don't exist? Not happening." Her face went pale. She tried to laugh it off, but I could see panic creeping in. I stood and headed toward the bedroom. "Pack your things," I said. She followed, grabbing my arm. "Wait, we can talk about this. You're overreacting." I stopped and turned to face her. "No, I'm finally reacting. You've been checked out of this relationship for months, and I've been paying for your life while you disrespect me behind my back." She tried tears next, shifting from arrogance to desperation, but it didn't work. I had reached the point of no return. I pulled her suitcase from the closet and set it on the bed. "You can stay with whoever you've been talking to about me," I said. "Clearly, they matter more to you than I do." The rest of the night was tense. She packed slowly, still hoping I might change my mind, but I didn't. I sat in the kitchen with a cup of coffee, listening to the sounds of drawers opening and closing. When she finally came out with her bag, she lingered at the door, looking at me as if she wanted one last word. I didn't give her the chance. "Goodbye," I said flatly. She left quietly, but the silence that followed was heavier than any sound. I took a deep breath and returned to my laptop, making sure every financial tie between us was severed. This wasn't just about money. It was about reclaiming control over my life. The first night without her felt strange. The apartment was emptier, but also lighter. I didn't have to wonder who she was texting or what she really thought of me. The truth had been harsh, but at least it was out in the open. In the days that followed, she tried calling and texting, first with apologies, then with anger. I ignored all of it. She had made her choice long before I made mine. I was just the one who finally acted. Looking back, I realized she was right in one way. She had treated me like an ex for a long time. Now she really was one. And this time, she would have to handle her own responsibilities.